Coming to you live from the rinks in Hauppauge, you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brannigan joined alongside our camera operator for this evening, Rowan Laddick, as we have first of three matchups here on the south side. Three more on the north side. Wally Mitchell and Brady Campbell got you covered over there. It gets started in about, call it 13 minutes from now. Sachem and Connecticut-Sayville at the developmental level. Got a freshman level matchup for you here on the south side between Longwood and West Islip. For Longwood, a very successful season this year, led by Cesar Aravena. 26 goals, 33 points for Aravena. He has been spectacular, as is his brother Sebastian. Sebastian Aravena, 19 points in 10 games played. Bruce Spinella, Luke Lamacchia, captain, great defenseman, can also chip up in the offense as well. 7 goals, 4 assists, 11 points for Lamacchia. And depth scoring from Raymond Booz, Crispin, John Lechmansky, Brian Dillon. It is a talented Longwood lineup. Get into the West Islip lineup and the starting goaltenders and more as we get into the anthem in just a moment. We'll send it down there now here on LI Sports Network. And with the conclusion of the anthem, we're moments away from puck drop here on LI Sports Network. Thank you again for tuning in. Longwood and West Islip, as promised, West Islip. 4 wins on the year and a tie. Are led by Mikey Lane. Lane, 9 points in 12 games played for the Lions. Scored in their game against St. Anthony's. Marco Abenda, as you could hear the downpour of the rain on the ceiling here in the rinks in Hauppauge. It is not the type of day you want to be out. Smart of you to join us on the live stream here on LI Sports Network. Will Chero will get the start yet again for West Islip in net. It's his 15th start of the year, 3-10-1 record, 743 save percentage, but he has shown some great potential in between the pipes, the young goaltender in Chero. On the Longwood side of things, it'll be number 33, Malcolm Sherman, getting the start. He has been sharing the net with Riley Perales. Sherman this season, a goals against average of 2.68. A 4-0 record as well for Sherman. Looking to go 5-0 tonight as Longwood look to get 3 points clear of Southampton, who are looking to chase them down. They have an extra game played than Southampton and had a 1-point advantage on the Whalers. Longwood trying to maintain their position in the number 5 spot. It was Aravena. Rips a shot blocker save made by Chero. Aravena chases down the rebound, put it out in front. A drive from Lechmansky, turned aside again by Chero. And now the other way with speed. Here's a chance and a glove save made on the shot taken by Sebastian Kent. Kent still looking for his first point of the season. As holding in at the point was Connor Webster. Lead pass, Lichmansky. Longwood back in. Tries to drag around Kent. It's underneath Kent's skates. These teams have met once before. 11-2 the final in that first matchup favoring Longwood. Foot race. Good stick lift. Minervini tried to backhand one on. Couldn't quite fight through the checks of Fredrickson. Still, West Islip looking to get on the board early with the puck down low. Kent centers. Loose and guided away by Aravena. Hectic. Minute 40 into this first period. Spinella came into the zone. It's forced out. O'Sullivan retrieves. Peter O'Sullivan. Pass ahead went off of Lamachia. Wilk will try to keep it in deep. However, it's sent out to neutral. Aniano pokes it right back in. Spinella takes over. Spinella to himself. Nice little move to create space down the left wing side. Brewer Spinella inside outside. On the backhand, looking to sweep it out in front. Got caught in the skates of Webster. Still, it makes it out there for Crispin. And Crispin unable to generate a shot in tight. Pass goes awry in neutral ice. It's O'Sullivan back to recollect for the Lions of Longwood, as this is the Lions Bowl. West Islip Lions and Longwood Lions. O'Sullivan making a couple of moves, but unable to generate much. As Rank pokes it in, here's Aniano behind the defense. He's in. Aniano caught by Lamachia, spins away, shoots, and a blocker save made by Sherman. West Islip with a couple opportunities. Here's another, goes just wide. Came off the stick of number 23, Luke Galante. Fredrickson leads Booz out of the zone. Ray Booz breaks in all by himself. Looks to poke it around. Giorgio does. The shot goes wide. And Marco Abenda steering the puck ahead for Kent, lifting the stick of Aravena. But Cesar Aravena will prevail with the puck. Takes it around, coughed it up. Here's a chance. 2-on-0 down low. The shot was taken by Kent wide. He had Galante wide open. If he could get that pass across. Back the other way, it's Paralis who is playing out. Typically playing in the net, Riley Paralis. There's a shot from Galante, blocker save, rebound! Stopped by Sherman. As West Islip continue to generate some great scoring chances early in this first period. And again, here's Galante. Aravena's back, but Galante, given the opportunity to shoot, creates the rebound, go to the net. Always a good idea. Kent does, and is turned away by Sherman. Knocked off the glass. Here comes Aravena. Good stick by Wilk. Broken up from behind. And now Lucas Wilk could start his way up ice. Gains the zone, takes a shot. It's stopped by Sherman. And Sherman thought about playing it. Thinks better of it. And stops the puck. With 10:44 to go in the first period. Still no score between Longwood and West Islip here on LI Sports Network. Minervini making his 10th game played, had that chance earlier as well. Has 3 goals for the Lions. There's a shot from Webster, a drive that getting a piece of it was Sherman before it deflected over the net. And now Spinella ahead. Shoots the puck in, knocked down by Webster. Webster looks to gather up the near side. Good poke check from Aravena. Aravena trying to fight through Webster. West Islip on a high stick call, not going to get one. At least the fans do. Minervini backhands to Rank, returns it to Minervini, 2-on-1. Minervini cuts in. Minervini is stopped. Rebound, score! No, it's waved off. They wave it off. No goal for Adam Rank. It would have been his third of the year, but no goal signaled. And there you see Rank's reaction. Oh, come on. Great capper work there from Rowan Laddick. We stay scoreless. Minervini hit the brakes. Looked like a great move to potentially open the scoring for West Islip. Rank followed it up and looked like he had a goal. And now Dylan is being escorted off the ice. Could be an equipment thing. Malfunction, proper. And you need a neck guard. Need a mouth guard, I believe, as well. Perhaps lacking in one of those categories. Brian Dillon, so he'll go sit in the box. Longwood win the faceoff back to Lamacchia. Lamacchia across to Cipriani, or pardon me, to O'Sullivan, who flips it out. Here is Abenda. West Islip have been great to this point in the game. Unable to break through on Sherman just yet. O'Sullivan looking to drag it around. Good stick by Aniano. And it gets started up ice. Joined by Galanti. Try to sweep it around Lamacchia. But Luke Lamacchia makes a great defensive play before steering it ahead for Spinella. Joined by Lichmansky. Long shot from Spinella. Save. Rebound. Score! John Lichmansky. 1-0 Longwood. Spinella bringing it in over the line, possessing it all the way. Takes that shot, and perhaps Spinella not even trying to score there, but do just that, create the rebound. And going hard in that, much like the Rank goal that wouldn't be, and the Galanti chance. A shot designated to create a rebound. That opens the scoring tonight. As Webster fires a shot wide. Lamacchia knocked down by Galanti, who steered it back in between the defense. Comes out of the zone, recollected by Webster. Webster rips it right back in. Took a weird bounce off the stanchion where it stops right behind Sherman. Lamacchia try to play it ahead. Here's Minervini. He's cross-checked to the ice by Lamacchia. It'll be a penalty against Longwood, and they'll touch up here. Longwood to the power play, down by 1 because of the goal scored by John Lichmansky, his 7th of the season and 12th point. Brewer Spinella picks up his 7th assist as well on the goal and is up to 19 points. But it is West Islip who go to the power play, a chance to equalize that score. 12.5% power play for West Islip up against a 76.2% kill this year for the Longwood Lions. Rowan Burnt comes from the bench. And the face-off eventually corralled by Longwood. And Fredrickson pokes it out. Levy rips it right across to Webster. Webster dumps in, rims around. Aravena is there. And Caesar will let Galanti fly by him. Meanders around his goaltender. And here comes through neutral ice. Caesar Aravena making it look effortless, then taken down to the ice by Webster, and that will end West Islip's power play. A power play that was never put up on the board. And that's because there wasn't one. That's my apologies. Saw the cross check, but Minervini also went to the box, so that was 5 aside. And now it'll be Longwood who go to the power play. The Longwood power play, 23.1% this year, a 61.1% penalty kill for West Islip. Long shot from O'Sullivan goes over the net. Kicks over to Fredrickson. Fredrickson hard on the stick. Fends off Aniano before playing it to Spinilla. Spinilla, a sharp angle try, goes right across the ice. Cipriani holds in near point. Down to the goal scorer, Lechmansky, who battles Giorgio. Gets around Giorgio. Sends it across. Good stick by Wilk. Chipped it back into neutral ice. And O'Sullivan will retreat for it. 30 seconds gone by in the first Longwood power play. O'Sullivan gains the zone onside. Fredrickson, shot blocked by Abenda. The rebound collected by O'Sullivan. Sends it to the slot. There is Wilk, and he hesitates nothing and rips it down the ice. Held in the zone by Aniano, short-handed. They'll try to break through on O'Sullivan, who punches it back to neutral ice, but plenty of time for West Islip and Abenda to settle. And pass it ahead to Wilk. It's temporarily blocked by O'Sullivan. But now Abenda will just chase it down himself and ensure the puck ends up deep in the Longwood end. Thrown around all the way down. This will not be an icing. Levy gets there. Levy to Abenda. 30 seconds left on the Longwood power play. His clearing attempt blocked. Lechmansky, beautiful move. Shoots and scores! Sean Lechmansky with a beautiful receive of the puck. Then goes Shelf City. And that's a Lions power play goal to double their lead at 2-0. I mean, that's gorgeous. And he's got the pass available. But rips it where those cookies hide sometimes. Hidden by Mama. Honoring the late, great Rick Jennerat with that one. At 2-0. Now for Longwood unassisted there. Lechmansky, his second of the night. And we're just about halfway through the first period. And momentum that had belonged to West Islip is slowly evaporating. They nearly killed off that penalty. Could have seen the momentum swing the other way. But instead, easy to get deflated. Playing as well as you have, down by 2. Big scrum in the far corner, eventually dug free. Thrown ahead. Kent will chase after it, flying up ice. Galante joining him. And now Rank near side is wide open. Galante backhands one toward the front of the net. And it's stopped by Sherman. With 6:01 to go in the first period. West Islip still generating those odd man rushes as they have all night. Still nothing to show for it up on the scoreboard. Webster. Nice move, creates space, loads up the cannon for a drive. It's saved by Sherman. Webster with that last drive. He's got 1 goal, 3 assists this year for West Islip. They win the faceoff back. Burnt, and now Webster. Webster trying to get around Perales. Pushed out of the zone by Longwood, regathered in by Levy. He'll hit Minervini. Minervini pinned to the boards by Aravena. That's Caesar. I've yet to see Sebastian out on the ice tonight. Cipriani unable to get around Burnt. And then Burton sends Nolfo to the ice. Aravena checked by Minervini. Wilk in the area. Minervini broken up by Cipriani, but then gave it up to Wilk. Chips it down low. Cipriani keeps it moving. Absorbs a hit dished out by Minervini. Sharp angle shot from Webster redirects into the far boards where it's held in at the point by Levy and eventually kicked out by Aravena. Under 5 to play in the first. Webster will chip it around near side for Wilk. And a backhander from Webster flashes across the crease and eventually banks out of the zone. Minervini gets around Nolfo as Burnt sent the pass behind Burnt. And now Byrne will get checked into the boards by Aravena. Throws one ahead for Paralis. Levy shoots one up the far side. Rank will help it along. Poke back in. Longwood got a touch up. And now Paralis can break in. Good poke check though from Abenda, broke it up. And now Lamacchia lays into Abenda. Abenda goes down. Rank sends around. Giorgio back to Abenda. And Abenda is upended by Riley Paralis. And then Paralis set up for the shot. It's stopped by Chero. Physicality and distaste for one another ramping up as, yeah, that is typical goaltender Riley Paralis laying the boom. Paralis 1 assist this year, no goals. But a definite feisty energy in this first period, to say the least. As that rush broken up. Good defensive stick by Fredrickson. And away comes Booz. Booz will drop a pass in the area of Crispin. Rank is there, and Rank will flip one on the backhand ahead, and more numbers for West Islip. Trying to get it to Aniano, but it goes by him. Lamacchia applying the pressure to Aniano. Gets it to Galante. Centers, hoping for Rank. Broken up by O'Sullivan. Good forecheck, though, here from Luke Galante. Takes the puck away. Galante flips one across. Couldn't quite find a teammate. And now Fredrickson breaks out for Longwood. Goes in on Giorgio. Giorgio trying to fight through. Fredrickson wants to call, none coming. O'Sullivan pressured by Kent. Kent gets around O'Sullivan and then gets a chunk out of Sebastian Kent. 2:44 and counting remaining in this first period, where Longwood have the 2-0 lead. West Islip thought they had opened the scoring, but had that puck wiped off for goalie interference. Longwood would open the scoring not long after and extended their lead on the power play. Minervini's pass blocked by Booz, and away comes Peter O'Sullivan. Sullivan moving and grooving. Diving and sliding, will get it back to Lamacchia. Lamacchia right at the line, took the one-timer, knocked down by Wilk. And now 3-on-2 breaking out for West Islip. Minervini. Wilk goes to the net. Shot from Minervini goes wide. Kent looking to keep it deep. Booz able to chip it past Webster, who's got to track back out of the zone. West Islip must touch up. They do, as Webster rips it around. Kent creating O'Sullivan to the puck. Gets around O'Sullivan. Kent took the sharp angle shot. And not really close to the target. That one is from Webster. It's fought off by the blocker of Sherman, who has been outstanding here in this first period. Much different tempo from West Islip against Longwood tonight than in their prior matchup, which the Lions pulled away from and won 11-2. The Longwood Lions, that is. Again, this is Lion v. Lion hockey. O'Sullivan is making his way to the box for Longwood. West Islip, with 1:08 to go in the first period, are going to get their first power play. 12.5% on the power play this year are West Islip. Face off one defensively, though, by Longwood. Away comes Spinella. He'll chip it in deep and let the F1 shorthanded be Cesar Aravena, as that pass misfires all the way out of the zone. Will not be an icing. Cipriani collects, sends one off the glass all the way down. Of course, Longwood can ice the puck shorthanded. And Aravena gets to the loose puck first. Immediately harassed by Abenda. It went off the side of the net. Now Lichmansky has it. 30 seconds remaining here in the first period. Cipriani shot fanned on. Aniano trying to get back to it. Good stick from Giorgio, but now a giveaway. Lichmansky, who's on hat-trick watch, chipped it. Now a collision with Cipriani and Aniano in the neutral zone. Abenda trying to lead Minervini. Broken up by Lichmansky, and here comes Spinilla. Far circle trying to drag it past Giorgio. Good defense from Giorgio, but much of this West Islip power play spent in their own zone. They will regroup in period number 2 and look to chip away at a 2-0 Longwood lead. Lichmansky twice, once on the power play. Have the Lions of Longwood up a pair on West Islip. Listening here live on LI Sports Network. We'll be back for the second in just a moment. Welcome back here to the rinks in Hauppauge, Suffolk County High School Hockey League, Longwood and West Islip. I'm Ryan Brannigan, joined alongside Rowan Laddick, our camera operator for tonight. It was quite the first period between these two teams. Very chippy, very physical. Had a goal taken off the board for West Islip. Adam Rank would have had goal number 3 of the year, if not for the goaltender interference, as a shot from Aravena deflects into the corner. This West Islip power play has not gotten much going on it. And a big reason why is right there, number 13 in green and white, Cesar Aravena, who sets up Spinilla for the goal. A one-time beauty. Cesar to Brewer Spinilla, and it's 3-0 Longwood. Tape to tape. Aravena to Spinilla. And with 33 seconds left, a West Islip power play could not have gone any worse to this point. Got a chance here. It's Aniano from a tough angle. Stop by Sherman. Just 3 seconds left on the West Islip power play. They've only mustered that one Aniano shot. Here is Aniano as penalty expires. Across will. Touch pass for Rank. Knocked away from him by Cipriani. Aravena trying to lead Dillon into the zone. Banks off the far boards. Brian Dillon, whose equipment is now legal to play, was sent to the box earlier for improper equipment. Abenda takes a big hit from Aravena, and that creates this offsides. Marco Abenda slow to get up as Cesar puts one for Dillon off his skate. Breaks in on Giorgio as you could hear the torrential rain and hurricane force winds from the inside of the rink. Minervini gonna hunt this loose puck down. It will not be an icing. Minervini hits the brakes. We're gonna create some offense for West I. Instead, it's Lamacchia steering it to safety and ahead for Spinella. He'll join the rush with Perales. Great move, Spinella. He'll shoot and score! Brewer Spinella, his second of the period. And we're just barely 2 minutes in. And the power play had expired. Look at this move. Hello. Whoop. Around Levy. And then glove side on Charo. Cesar Aravena picks up. Or pardon me, that could have been the prior goal where he got the assist on the Spinella. Goals at Galante, shot blockered away by Sherman, but Brewer Spinella, goals 13 and 14 of the season. Gives Longwood a 4-0 lead. Banks down ice. Here's Perales. Good pass. Lechmansky trying to go back door. Eventually it got there for the opportunity for Carter Vernillo. Chipped into the zone by Rowan Burnt. Burnt will go after it. Good stick from Lamacchia. Lamacchia checked by Minervini. And they exchange words after the fact. They're still jawing at one another. Meanwhile, here's Lechmansky. Looking to break through. Perales shot over the net. And then a huge hit from Minervini on Lamacchia. You saw that coming based on their prior exchange. Minervini to the box. Charging is the call on Minervini. And so Longwood back to the power play. I just got an update from our camera operator, Rowan Laddick, that we are officially on tornado watch. Lamacchia plays catch with Lechmansky. And once more back to John Lechmansky. Goes back to Lamacchia, falls down. This could be a chance now for West Islip short-handed. Wilk across. Kent try to go back to Wilk. Sticked away by Sherman. O'Sullivan marches out of the zone with authority. 4-on-2 into the zone. Sticked away by Webster. And chipped out of the zone by Levy. Carter Vernillo to O'Sullivan. 40 seconds gone by on the power play for Longwood. Toe drag from O'Sullivan. The shot wide. Off the end boards. Chipped forward by Webster. Slap shot from Vernillo is covered up by Charo. And another gathering in front of the West Islip goaltender. It's been a physical game, to say the least, between these two sides, and definitely more evenly played than the scoreboard would indicate to this point. Where Longwood have the 4-0 edge. Credit to Malcolm Sherman for having an outstanding game, and Longwood burying their chances they've created for themselves. Cipriani in the far corner, under a minute now remaining on the Longwood power play. Sends one through the neutral zone. Abenda stepping up, lifts the stick of Fredrickson and fires it cross corner. Cipriani broken up by Rank. Eniano trying to get around Cipriani on that far boards. Fredrickson knocks down Levy, and now looks like they were, you know, when you mount a horse, sort of like that. But they untangle the two players, and now Levy, far point, has a roll away from him. Nolfo looks to get ahead. Spinella Pair of goals in the period along with Booze. The shot from Spinella turned away by Chero. Great stop by the West Islip netminder. And now Fredrickson, the wrist shot gloved. West Islip have killed off the Longwood penalty. And the glove of Will Chero keeps West Islip within 4. The charging penalty for Minervini comes with a 10-minute misconduct attached, as you would also see with penalties such as boarding. And so he will remain in the box for the next 8 minutes. Potentially more than that. He only gets freed after the whistle following that 8-minute stay in the box. It's swept into the zone, and offsides called against West Islip. 9:32 remaining here in the second period. We'll get your North Rink check-in. Sachem and Connecticut Sayville developmental all squared away at 1. Brady Campbell, Wally Mitchell on the call for that one. Discussion here. I believe we got a mouth guard on the ice belonging to Abenda. Face off won by Longwood. D-to-D pass. Cipriani to Spinella. Spinella, great move to get around Kent. Lost control for a moment. Now Crispin shovels it in behind Chero. Ripped around by Webster. Puck rolls on edge, so it'll have plenty of momentum for an icing against West Islip. And it's been a tough season for West Islip. Currently amidst a 6-game losing skid. Included a 10-1 loss to St. Anthony's their last time out. It's that shot. All right, pad save made by Chero, and Lamacchia takes a hit from Burnt, and now taking exception as Crispin completely abandons the play and goes after Rowan Burnt. We're under 9 to play in the second period. And I don't think either fan base is happy at this point. Burnt's in the box, Crispin's in the box. Burnt's coming out of the box. And the original hit came against Lamacchia, who's been a target of sorts, you could say. So he received the Minervini charge. Power play West Islip comes out of it, and a shot denied by Sherman. Again, West Islip weren't able to generate much on their last power play chance. Here's O'Sullivan. Drags around Abenda. O'Sullivan scores! A dandy of a goal shorthanded for Peter O'Sullivan. The double minor to Crispin starts with a shorty from Longwood. 5-0 they lead. It doesn't get much prettier than that. Interference and unsportsmanlike conduct. By the way, the penalties creating the double minor here for Crispin. It has about 3:30 left on it. Well, what a goal for O'Sullivan, his 3rd of the year. And he'll soon not forget that one. Lamacchia, good stick lift. Works it on the far boards. Luke Lamacchia, the Longwood captain, carries it in behind. Great possession here for Longwood. as they continue to kill off time from this West Islip power play. The shot from Lamakia goes just wide. Lichmansky picks it up, gets around rank. Lichmansky to the net, spinning away again. Lichmansky across, back door at Lamakia, but couldn't quite settle the puck down. And now Webster caught up with Paralis. And now more, wow. Lichmansky and Giorgio, the latest two to get after it during the play. Webster and Paralis might also be going to the box, although their battle was far less intense than what we saw from Giorgio and Lichmansky, but nevertheless, Paralis and Webster, 3 players each in the penalty box for both teams. One more penalty for West Islip, and they will have more players in the penalty box than on their own bench. West Islip huddles around their coach, as does Longwood, and we'll step aside as the teams take a breather in what's been a hotly contested 5-0 game belonging to Longwood here on LI Sports Network. All right, seems we're going to play some more hockey now. No nonsense, the message from the Longwood fans to my right. There's been a lot of nonsense. Whole lot of it. Through this first half of the game. 5-0, Longwood do lead. And so as the team in the lead, certainly more inclined to limit the quote-unquote nonsense. As Aniano applies the pressure to Aravena. You get the sense, though, just one hit that a team doesn't like will just spark it right back up. See if that happens. Again, it's been a tough season. There's an icing, and there's Lamakia once again. In the middle of it all, the Longwood captain. On a night in which the wind's howling, the rain pouring, and the Longwood Lions scoring. 5-0 they lead. Aniano trying to poke it around Cipriani. Aravena collects in the far corner. Meanders his way toward the exit of the zone, and he'll fire it all the way down. Again, shorthanded are Longwood still, so no icing here. And 4 skaters for the Lions. That pass across blocked by Aniano, and he'll backhand it all the way down. And Longwood and West Islip with 3 players in the box each. That is how many players West Islip have on their bench. Here's Spinella, 2 goals in the second. Looking for the hat trick. Went off the side of the net. Minute 40 left here on the power play. Ricocheted over to Eniano. Joined by Wilk on the rush. Trying to get it past Cipriani, who gets it over to Aravena. Comes off the wall. Here comes Caesar Aravena. Looking to get around to Benda. Benda doing a good job sticking to Caesar. And forces Longwood's top scorer back. Smartly puts it around. Shot from Spinella. Turned aside by Chero. Set up beautifully by Lamacchia. Now here come West Islip. Again, potential numbers. Eniano pulls away. Moves in with Rank. Eniano to Rank. Wide. Back to Eniano. And a stick lift from Lamacchia. And nothing comes of that chance for West Islip. They have had so many breakaways. 2-on-1s, 2-on-0s. Nothing to show as a shot from Lamacchia is scooped up and held by Chero. 47 seconds remaining here on the West Islip power play. I like that the pass happened on the 2. You got to have a pass, at least one typically on a 2-on-0. Glad it happened, but unfortunate to not end up in the back of the net. Rank just wide with a shot. Again, he had a goal taken off the board. Would have given West Islip the 1-0 lead. A shot from the point from Aravena, blocked by Abena. Rebound, kick back to Aravena. Another shot patted away by Chero. Good stick lift here from Caesar. He'll make his way down the far half wall to himself. Aravena from no angle off the bar. If there's anyone you want taking a shot from no angle, it's Caesar Aravena, one of the top scorers in the SCHSHL freshman division. He's back with it here. Looked to play it across, was blocked by Kent. 10 seconds left on the Crispin penalty. A shot from Vernillo steered aside by Chero. And interference. And here's O'Sullivan. No! Would have had his second highlight reel goal of the evening. But it would not be. Aravena and Galante to the loose puck. Aravena fires it ahead to Booz. Good breakup and stick handling here from Levy. He'll put one on goal. Sherman will put the glove over it, and we'll get a stoppage with 4:35 to go in the second period. 3 goals here for Longwood in the middle period. A beauty from O'Sullivan. And a couple of nice goals from Brewer Spinella as well. Riley Perales picking up assist number 2 of the season for Perales. Got more confusion along the benches. Crispin and Co. out of the box. Only player remaining in the penalty box is Minervini for that 10-minute misconduct for charging. Levy, long shot on goal. Save, rebound, stop. Galante was there at the doorstep. Out of the zone and now into the offensive zone here for Longwood. It's Crispin, knocks down Giorgio. Scooped up by Levy. Levy sends one across for Burnt. Burnt trying to break into the zone. Good stick from Cipriani. Booz jousting with Levy. Puck rescued by Fredrickson. He'll find Tim Crispin. Crispin lugs it in and sends Kent to the ice. And then Giorgio with a check on Crispin. And now another odd man rush for West Islip developing. Pass across, blocked. Good defense again from Luke Lamacchia. And he'll take a piece of Galante. West Islip, they'll get it to the front of the net. Can the shot come? Well, it did, and a save made by Sherman. Rank called off, now has it in the far circle. Shot blocked by Cipriani. And Lamacchia will roll out to Fredrickson. Now odd man rush for Longwood. 2-on-1 developing. Fredrickson shoots wide. Had Booz on the back door. Sent behind Booz. Giorgio Banks one for Sebastian Kent. And now here comes Galante. Again, numbers for West Islip. Galante will shoot, blocked by Cipriani, put back door, and behind his intended target in Kent. Webster tries to break in from the point. Instead, it's directed out. Ray Booz tees up the wrister. It's blockered away by Chero. 2:40 to go here in the second period. Sharp angle shot from Crispin off the side of the net. And now Adam Rank will throw one in to neutralize. Under the stick of Lamacchia. That allows Eniano to get to it. Lamacchia strips him of the puck promptly. Skates around Rank. Now has Lucas Wilk to contend with. Back to Lamacchia. He'll get around Rank, but not around the rest of the West Islip Lions. Here's Wilk with speed. Wilk is in. Wilk denied by Sherman. That's yet another great chance for West Islip. Certainly haven't lacked in those this game, despite not having a goal. And there's your big reason why. Malcolm Sherman has been excellent in between the pipes for the Longwood Lions. As Lucas Wilk trying to get goal up on the board. He's got 3 this year. Comes out of the zone. Webster backhands it. Trying to get back in. Aniano is able to put it in, but it's controlled by O'Sullivan. He finds Brewer Spinilla. Spinilla try to get around the West Islip defender, Abenda. He could not. Sticked away by Chero. Now here comes Connor Webster. Chipped in by Rowan Burnt. Corralled by O'Sullivan. Good move to create some space. And then sends a pass in the direction of Spinilla that got deflected, so no icing. Marco Abenda banks one to Webster. Webster cross ice in the direction of Aniano. Eventually finds him. He's knocked down hard by O'Sullivan. No shortage of big checks in this game either. Aravena harassed from behind by Wilk. Good stick checks here from Lucas Wilk. Strips Cesar Aravena the puck. He'll knock it ahead of Aniano. And now for Burnt. Burnt cuts middle. Got around one and then shoved to the ice by O'Sullivan. And this will be a penalty on Longwood. So with 40 to go in the second, West Islip go back to the power play. They have had a few here tonight. And it appears interference, the penalty assessed to O'Sullivan. Off the face-off. Gets under the stick of Levy and out of the zone. Perales quickly showing the aggressive Riley Perales. Couldn't get the shot on, but lays into Giorgio. West Islip trying to go the other way. It's Aravena. And offsides called against the Longwood Lions. So they've got a couple of shorthanded goals in the game. 17 remaining in period number 2. Dillon to take the face-off from Galante. Dillon will win it. Perales, good passing. Trying to get it through, and now again some more bodies hitting the deck. Perales right in front, and everyone's standing still while Perales gets back up to the feet. Face-off taken by Dillon, Brian Dillon. Comes all the way out. And we hit the end of the second. 3 more for Longwood as they extend the lead to 5. Well, the physicality and real edge to this game. Has it diffused, or will there be more in the third? We'll just have to find out here on LI Sports Network. Welcome back here to the Rinks and Hauppauge Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Freshman division action, Longwood and West Islip. Minute and 20 seconds left on a penalty to O'Sullivan. Minervini is in the box as well. I'm not sure why Matt Minervini's in the box. It could be for the misconduct, although it says that ended, that 10-minute misconduct for charging. Perhaps at the next whistle, Minervini will be released from the box. As Longwood send in. Pair of goals from Brewer Spinella, John Lichmansky, and an impressive tally from O'Sullivan have given Longwood their 5-0 lead. But no lack of opportunities for West Islip. The other big story of the game, Malcolm Sherman has been fantastic between the pipes for the Lions. Kent trying to feed it in front to Galante, broken up and skated to center by Aravena. Caesar Aravena rips a shot right off of Abenda and will take the puck away from Abenda. Looks to go to the front of the net on the backhand save made. Rebound stopped by Chero as well. And again, I feel like after each and every whistle, you're just waiting for that one guy to maybe do something he doesn't necessarily will be proud of. Officially out of the box after that first whistle was Matt Minervini, so he's back on the West Islip bench. Still 25 seconds left on the power play for West Islip. They'll try to get it going. Deflected into the zone. Aravena will beat Burnt to the puck. Skater surround Aniano, plays it off the glass. There is Wilk. Wilk sends it deep. Good stick by Aniano. Gets the takeaway. Lucas Wilk, as time expires on the power play. Yet a number of shorthanded goals tonight for Longwood, and they remain perfect on the PKs. A shot from Aravena goes wide. Catches it right on the boards, and now ahead for Aniano. Good stick, though, from Brewer Spinella, broke it up. Try to spring Lichmansky the other way. Good stick from Aniano, broke it up, and back with Brewer Spinella. Spinella, good move to get around the one defender in Levy, but could not get around Giorgio. Once again, Aniano, joined by Wilk, tries to center to Wilk. Good stick from Vernillo. Plays it ahead to Aravena. Aravena stood up at the line by Levy. Now a shot from Wilk is sticked away by Sherman. Over 2 minutes gone by in the third period. Aravena rips a shot right off of Webster and then shoves Webster to the ice. No retaliation from Connor Webster. This puck makes it through neutral ice. Will not be an icing. Vernillo puts one around. One-time shot off the turnover from Galante. Luke Galante has had himself quite the game tonight. Lots of opportunities for Luke. Just can't find the back of the net. Giorgio thought twice about that pass across before eventually getting it to Webster. Webster right on the tape of Galante. Sends him in. Shot from Galante. Blockered away by Sherman. Galante will chip it around. Battling Fredrickson. In behind the Longwood goal. So we approach 3 minutes gone by in period number 3. Cipriani broke up the pass, but now is harassed from behind by Galante, who chipped it away from Cipriani, but runs out of room, is covered up by Sherman. It genuinely feels like, with that wind and rain combination, that we're in Kansas. Next up is those alarms that go off. It certainly has that feeling to it. Barely onside Longwood, but good poke check by Webster. Collected here by Kent. Shrugs off a check from Booze. And here comes Raymond Booze. Booze threw one across. Multi-goal game for Ray Booze recently. Multi-point game at the very least. I believe one of the goals was credited to him. Shouldn't have been. As Longwood look to maintain their good form that they had prior to a Big 10-2 loss to ESM. Longwood ESM would be the first round matchup as well, as things currently sit. They defeated Southampton 5-4. Southampton, the number 6 seed. Galante, a shot fluttered wide. Webster holds in at the near point. Booze corrals and banks one out to center. Crispin hustles to it. Joined by Fredrickson. Couldn't quite get the pass across in time. Good step up by Abenda. And Abenda gets one to Rank. Rank and Galante into the offensive zone. Luke Galante fending off Fredrickson. Swept it out of the zone. Webster hands it back. Adam Rank. Sauce one to Webster. Into the offensive zone around Booze. Booze diving back, makes the defensive play. West Islip still able to get possession down low with Sebastian Kent. Under 10 to play here in the third. And now a stoppage. Tough end of the schedule for Longwood as they play undefeated. They have not lost a game this year. East Islip, they have 2 ties, but not a single loss. Shot from Levy goes off of Wilk and wide. Lucas Wilk spinning away from Aravena. Backhands one in front. Good stick lift by O'Sullivan on Burnt. Would have had a good look point blank. Icing called against Longwood. And then Middle Country. Longwood lost to 1-0. Let me check if that was a forfeit loss or not. It was. So Longwood haven't played Middle Country this year. Middle Country will be highly motivated to win that game. They currently are in the last playoff spot, tied with Sachem in terms of points. They have one less game played than Sachem and one more regulation win than Sachem. So Middle Country in the driver's seat, but you never know. They are also 2 points back of 7th place Connecticut Sayville. are the Middle Country Cougars. So they could easily find themselves in the 7 spot. And mathematically can even catch Southampton if they win out. Aravena a shot. Pad save made by Chero. Puck eaten against the boards by Giorgio. And away comes Nolfo. Brewer Spinella. Angles one for Peter O'Sullivan. Move into the zone 3-on-3 with Nolfo and Aravena. O'Sullivan, good move to get around Galante. Now sends one across right to Burnt. Burnt foot race with Spinella. Brewer wins it. And now we'll move into the zone, barely onside. Gets around one, gets around two. Spinella for the Hattie. Shot wide. Peter O'Sullivan drops it off for Dillon. Centering pass broken up and out of the zone. It goes foot race. Aniano, he's got the step on Aravena. Now Aravena gets back in position. The pass to Galante off the mark. Spinella had come back as well defensively for Longwood. Good move by Dillon to get some space through center ice. Brian Dillon, wrist shot wide. Marco Abenda will lug the puck up ice. Rips a slap shot right into the glove of Malcolm Sherman. I mean, that's no easy thing to do there. Full stride, full speed, load up and fire it. And Abenda got all that shot, but it would not be. Second leading scorer on Longwood, or pardon, on West Islip with 7 points this season, tied with CJ Lundrigan, who leads them in goals. No Lundrigan tonight. Another penalty coming up for good measure. It'll be against Carter Vernillo. But all signs point to Longwood amassing their 11th win of the season. 11-6-1 the record, 1 overtime loss for the Lions. Perales sends one up the boards. Good play by Webster to keep it alive. And now Webster a drive. Another glove save made by Sherman. Gets the fellow goaltender for Longwood. Pat on the head. Again, it's yet another power play for West Islip. Had several power plays this game. I've lost track. Another clear here for Longwood. Goes all the way down. Chero content to just stay between the pipes. Abenda. Down the left wing side. Past a couple of Lion sticks and on to the stick of Booz. Threw it across to Cipriani and right back down behind Will Chero. So having to go the full length of the ice yet again. West Islip. Pass eventually found its way through to Burnt, but Burnt coughed it up to Booz. Booz to Perales, shorthanded. Riley Perales shot it wide. Perales angles one down low, took a hit from Webster. That lead pass goes through Burnt onto the stick of Booz. Booz to Lechmansky, stepped up by Wilk, but here comes John Lechmansky. The opening 2 goals of the game. Drops it off to Perales. Perales a drive, hit the end board and then fired wide by Lechmansky. 20 seconds left here on the West Islip power play. And I talked about the schedule ahead for Longwood. For West Islip, they have one more game on the schedule. It's against KPC this Wednesday. This Wednesday against KPC. West Islip finish out their season. And KPC still have a chance to potentially make the playoffs. They would have to win out, I believe, to do so, and need some extra help from Middle Country and getting some losses from the Cougars, as well as from Sachem. But still in it, KPC. Aravena, a shot and another save made by Will Charo as we're back to 5-on-5. And quietly, Will Charo having yet another strong start in net for West Islip. Has allowed 5, sure, but has faced plenty of shots, as he's accustomed to this season for West Islip. And the future looking bright in net for the WI Lions. And with Tyler Saploff at the varsity level as well. They've got a numbers. Great couple of saves there from Charo. First with the glove, and then on the rebound denied Fredrickson. Galante looking to go up ice. Lamakia and Spinilla sniffing it out. Brewer Spinilla spins away from the forecheck of Luke Galante. And now from Adam Rank. But broken up. Here's Galante just wide. Set up by Webster. Galante has the puck near corner. With under 5 to go in the third period. Abenda forced off the puck by Lamakia. Crispin gets to it. Crispin into the O-zone. Reverse hit there on Abenda, who was looking to lay the hip check in on Crispin. Spinilla had to hit the brakes upon zone entry. That threw Longwood off sides. Webster circling in the corner. Throws one around. Spinilla cut it off. Giorgio up the near boards. Crispin there, backhands it down low. In behind Charo, it's Webster again. And once again, it's Crispin holding it at the near side. Webster and Lamakia entangle in the near corner. Dug free to Kent. Going to work on Fredrickson. Fredrickson will keep the cycle going for Longwood, as we're under 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the third period. Spinilla, another nice move. Spinilla, a drive over the net. Fredrickson, far boards, now Aravena. Caesar Aravena. Try to feed it cross ice, broken up, and now here is Aniano all by himself on the breakaway. Aniano scores! Better late than never. West Islip get their first goal of the game. Great pass. Believe that was Galante that sprung Aniano in. And not a single Longwood Lion within 3 feet of Jake Aniano, who pots home the first goal of the night for West Islip and his third goal of the season. And he has had a number of those odd man break situations. This game finally breaks through. Should be good for the confidence of Jake Aniano. And now Wilk into the zone. Wilk fights through Cipriani. Wilk from no angle. Never got through to Sherman, who tough there for Malcolm Sherman. He played exceptionally well tonight. Was trying to get his first shutout of the 25-26 campaign. His tending mate, Riley Perales, playing as a forward, has 1 shutout this season. O'Sullivan. Nice moves. O'Sullivan to the backhand. You betcha. That's 2 highlight reel goals for Peter O'Sullivan tonight. Makes it 6-1 Longwood. Again, defender's got to look for his clothes because he got undressed. Beautiful backhand finish from O'Sullivan. His 4th of the year, his 3rd and 4th. Highlight reel goals. Galante chips it in, avoids the check of Peter O'Sullivan. Cipriani settles into it. Shoots one ahead for Perales. Got knocked down. Rank and Vernillo tangle. Here's a Benda shot toward the front of the net, knocked away. Galante collects in the corner, looks to flip one across. Got knocked down by Cipriani. And now Kent out in front on goal and covered up by Sherman. Face off to the left of the aforementioned Longwood netminder. Cipriani. Puck redirected toward the crease area. It's cleared away and ahead for Riley Perales. 3-on-2. Galante will even it up. Good stick from Abenda. Comes back to Perales. The shot off the post. Perales that close to goal number 1 this year. He's got to shake the head. Meanwhile, Abenda rips one on goal. Glove save made by Sherman. And no rebound surrendered by the Longwood netminder. And a reminder coming up here on the Suffolk County High School Hockey League freshman level. We've got a game between Middle Country and Smithtown Hauppauge freshman blue. Game should get going a little after 7:50 p.m. Shot save, rebound goes wide. Aravena looking to emerge up the right side. Good back check and sticks from Lucas Wilk. Brewer Spinella dragging around the stick of Wilk to the backhand. Spinella. ESM and Smithtown Hauppauge red as a shot from Spinella stopped by Charo. That's 2 of the top 4 teams in the Suffolk County in the freshman standings in the SCHSHL. ESM and Smithtown Hauppauge freshman red at 8-10. Spinella spinning around Burnt. Backhands one across in the feet of Fredrickson. Giorgio tries to play it ahead. There's Cesar Aravena. And he struggles to get separation down low, but still comes ahead into the slot area. Eventually wrestled off the puck by Wilk. And again, here's Aniano. Aniano's got to retreat. Looks over for a teammate. Deflected on goal by Wilk. Save. Rebound at the buzzer. No. Wilk is rejected, and Longwood never truly in doubt. But a hard-fought win nonetheless. 6-1 over West Islip. The Longwood Lions adding more cushion between them and 6th place Southampton. They also now are 3 points behind ESM, but they would need ESM to drop a couple of games. It still would, being the 4 seed versus the 5 does not change the first round matchup regardless. But Longwood get win number 11 this year. More importantly, fend off Southampton as they have 2 games left in the regular season before the playoffs set to begin for the Longwood Lions. As for the West Islip Lions, they dropped their 7th straight, are 14-4-1, and we'll look forward to a game coming up, their last of the year, in 2 days from now against KPC. That will do it for our coverage in this one. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. On behalf of our camera operator, Rowan Laddick, my name is Ryan Brannigan, saying so long. Until next time, folks, as always, have a good night. Bro, we got some dude from Switzerland in the